I learned this once I grew up and started getting into the dating scene that most women, whether they're 18 to 80, whether they're very attractive or unattractive, most women have never been taken out for Valentine's Day, right? And most of us would assume that these women been taken out because they're attractive and they have such a bravado, such a like a ego trip that's going through, like they're a diva, that they gotta be taken out. Or because they're having sex, they gotta be taken out. But one thing I've learned once I grew up and started dating these women, that when they start having sex, they just was having sex. Like their preference when they were growing up was the Chads to the Pookies. And those Chads and the Pookies were fun to them while they were having sex and hanging out with him. But he was not spending the money to take them out on a what you call a traditional date. They would hang out, he probably buy them stuff, they probably go to the club or probably smoke and chill. And then he smash. But he was not taking them out to a steakhouse or something like that, or a restaurant. There was never a situation where they got to get dressed up in a dress and go out with these guys. So majority of these women that you see nowadays was just getting smashed. And that was it. So now that they're dating and they dating guys that they don't deem as attractive as the Tyrones and the Pookies, just average guys like myself, right? They want something to compensate, and they're like, okay, maybe this guy can give me the date that's missing. And majority of the time when I date girls, I realize that I'm the first guy that take them out on a date. Women that's even older than me, right? Women in their 50s, 60s plus, men just never take them out. And even now that how it is with the gender war, men are not taking them out. So they're just going through their life with experiences of partners, but never experiences with partners. Majority of these women right now, I've learned, majority of them never gotten flowers. So when they're liking memes that, oh, he couldn't buy me roses and stuff like that, they've never gotten flowers in their life. And yo, if you go out with a girl and just ask her, just bring it up in casual conversation, when was your first date? A lot of them would say when they were adults. Like they getting smashed in high school, in college, and they were just going out and hanging out. But they was never say, yo, let me take you out. I would like to take you out. And it's kind of offensive to me as a man when I ask a girl out and she acts like she's too good to be taken out, knowing that there's no other option to take you out. You're just getting smashed. They live in their fantasy of delusion of who they create they are. That's why a lot of them have the AI characters as their main pictures. But it's sad because,